Congratulations, parents, you did it. The extended summer break is over. Kids are going back to school, and by back to school, I mean back to the living room. Make sure to charge those laptops and reset the router. Yes, further proof that God is still mad at us. In hundreds of districts across the country, kids are not going to be going back to school this fall. Why is he mad at us? I don't know. Just blame whichever political candidate you don't like. I just wish somebody would have warned us. Somebody who could have seen this coming, like a prophet, a psychic, the Astros, somebody. But not everywhere. Some schools are opening, and congrats if that's you and your kids. You won the lottery. I don't know if it's a good or bad lottery, but you won. Your luck, like the curve, is trending upwards. But I'm not here to debate whether or not kids should or shouldn't go back to school, because we all want the same things, people. Everybody wants the same things. We want kids and teachers to get what is best for them in the safest environment possible. And some people are very confident that schools can provide that sanitary environment. And I think that those people forget what janitors are like. The only thing I remember them caring about is having no less than 3,000 keys on their person at all times. But we're not here to talk about that. No, I'm a comedian and a dad, in that order, and I'm here to help those of you who are staring down the tunnel of involuntary homeschool. So with that in mind, here are some tips and guidelines to prepare your kids to go back to school this fall. First issue, back to school shopping, never been easier. Kids want new outfits? Are you kidding me? You're doing Zoom school. Maybe some new shirts, and even then, don't worry about it. Nobody cares what you're wearing. Everybody just stares at themselves on the Zoom call. A winter jacket? Ha! You're not going outside. I mean, maybe a robe. I could give you a robe because come winter, it is going to get a little chilly in the house, because as long as dad isn't considered an essential worker, neither is the heat. Next up, lunches. No more packing lunches. That's a huge win. That saves you a lot of time. What I would also recommend is to designate one of the children the lunch lady. And then around noon, just look at the lunch lady and be like, I'm the teacher. Don't look at me. And also maybe remind them that, hey, this is a public school, so you're the lunch lady, the cross guard, and the recess duty. And even though you're doing 3 jobs, you're gonna get paid for less than 1. And if your kids normally buy lunch, that's great. You don't have to keep remembering to put money on their card, and just fingers crossed that the government keeps putting money on your EBT card. And if there's some bad weather, you're gonna have to figure indoor recess out. And I, entertainment-wise, can't wait for the Doc McStuffin's coronavirus special. I can't wait for her to explain to her stuffed rabbit what asymptomatic means. Now, some of the classic fall events. Homecoming, perfect. Every day is homecoming, and I'm king just because I'm taller. Welcome to the real world. Halloween. Now, this is an interesting one because trick-or-treating is going to be discouraged, but masks are heavily encouraged. What I would say is if it gets to October and it looks like it's going to be canceled, what I would recommend is just switching to one of the religions that don't celebrate it, like Jehovah's Witnesses or that super annoying Christian. Now, there are going to be some hard conversations and extra expenses. For example, you're probably going to have to renew that premium Zoom account. You're going to have to explain to the kids that they can't get new hydro flasks because that money has to go to mom and dad just getting regular flasks. And you're going to have to spend a lot of time cleaning up that one room in your house that the kids do their Zoom class in. And you're going to have to spend even more time going on Facebook and blocking all of those friends who their kids did go back to school, because it's just not fair. Look for the positives, though. No need to buy a backpack, no more guilt trips from the PTA, eat an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's at noon, and call it Teacher Appreciation Day. You gotta be an optimist, though. Your kids need you right now. They need you to be their teacher, their coach, their counselor, and their parent. And then when you get to send them back to school, to be none of the above.